Hi, I'm Jan, aka Johnny Vega. You might know me from my previous videos when I show photography tricks, but now I would like to show you a few tricks I learned during 3D printing. Due to the pandemic, I had to put my camera on the shelf, like most of the photographers, and I became absolutely hooked up with 3D printing. I spent hours watching videos about 3D printing, how to prepare the printer. I ended up buying Creality Ender 3 Pro, which I'm very fond of. What I noted is that people have a problem with bed leveling. So the first thing I designed was the tag that shows you all directions and how to rotate the knob left and right. And it was really well received by the forum. Glad you liked it. This one is already printed with two different filaments. It's no coloring, just two filaments laid on each other. I'm gonna show you later on how I've done it. But I would like to show you how I level my bed. I promised that to some of the users on the forum. What I noted is that when people think about bed leveling, they think about distances of 1 millimeter. No, we talk about distances below 0.05 millimeter. Ender printer is actually designed to set up the distance of 0.0125 millimeter on a bed. So that is actually extremely accurate. Okay, so what you have to prepare? Of course, your printer, 3 pieces of paper and a pencil. Well, I have 3 pieces of paper. You can have more, you can have not less than 2. So, step by step, we start with turning printer on and setting auto home. This is quite important because this shows you the exact position of the nozzle on the bed in 0, position, in a home position. Next one, we move to disable steppers and we check if there are no points of touching between the bed and the nozzle. When we are sure that there are none, we go to prepare and auto home again. Now we go to preheat. I choose preheat PLA and we allow the printer to preheat. As soon as the printer is preheated, we go to prepare, we choose move axis and we move axis X first. Now I chose myself 4 points on the bed which represent center of each quarter of the bed. So for Ender 3 Pro, when you round up the equation, this will be 59 by 59, the first coordinates. So we set up 59. Then we go to Y, set up 59 again, and we start measuring. We put up a piece of paper. When the piece of paper is here, you should feel light friction, and you adjust the knob accordingly. When it's done, you move to another position. from 59 we move to 177, because this will be a corresponding coordinate, sorry, 176. So if we put a line dividing it into half, this is a mirror position. This is the center of this quarter, this is the center of this quarter, 176, and we use the paper again. It's a bit rough. And we go to the next position and next position and next position. When we are done, we start printing and we print the first layer test. Okay, so the printout is done, and now we have to examine the results. As you can see, most of them are alright, except for this tile. And this is the moment when you're gonna need this pencil and paper. What I do is I draw these tiles on a piece of paper, and then I remove them one by one, and examine and write down what I see, what I think about them. This one is perfect, so good. This one is a bit too sticky. I would say it's also perfect, but maybe it's just a bit too thin. So question mark and lower down the bed. Now the middle, where we have the biggest gap, you can feel that at the edges it's a bit rough, but then overall it's perfect. So all right, now this one, it's a bit rough here, but again, overall, very good. And this one, that's the worst. I'm not sure if I can even remove it properly. Yep. Let's say that this one definitely needs to be way lower. Right now I'm just trying to remove all the remnants to avoid false reading after the next test. Done. Okay, so this one definitely needs a lower. So our results are, these 3 spots are alright, but these require lowering. Okay, so what you might not notice is that there are 14 notches on each control knob, on each leveling knob, sorry. So there are 14 of them, not because someone decided, oh, let's do it like that. It's because the knobs are based on M4 thread. And M4 thread has a pitch of 0.7 millimeter per turn. It means that whenever you turn the knob left or right, the bed will rise or up, will rise or go down 0.7 millimeter. So moving it one knob, sorry, moving it one notch, it will lower or raise the bed 0.05 millimeter. But on top of that, there are 28 taps, and this gives you accuracy of 0.0125 millimeter. I think that the last one was that thick. So we know we have to lower down our bed. My tag shows that I have to rotate it counterclockwise. I would say that I have to lower the bed at least one notch. Or even a notch and a half. And over here I would lower the bed half a notch, and that's it. Now normally you would probably start the whole procedure again. What I do is, instead of starting it again, I simply press print and I print another test again, because we already leveled our bed. We are already at the basis, and all we do now is we are tweaking, nothing else. So again, new first layer test. So the second test is done. I still have results from the first one, and again I'm going one by one, tile by tile, to check how do they look. I'm not destroying my previous results. I will need them most probably. Lovely. Okay, so this one is absolutely perfect. I'm gonna keep it just to show you later on how the perfect layer should look like, in my opinion. This one, as you can see, it is better than before, but still, like, when you compare them both, this one is absolutely smooth for some reason, but the problems I had with removing it from the bed would suggest that it was that it is too thin, sorry. So, okay, but I would say good one. Now that one, like a pancake. Okay, so we can see a small issue here in this corner, that there is a bit of gap, but still overall it's a solid layer. Oops. Huh. That's surprising. I would say that maybe got a bit too close. I lowered this one and this one, so this one went a bit higher. Okay, I'm gonna tweak it a bit down. And again, so as you can see, it's much better to take it down than previously. I'm gonna move the head just to avoid damaging it. Okay, before I damage the cord here, I will definitely lower this one. Yeah, like I said, I will lower this one . 152, and this one I will lower half a notch, so 128. No, a full one. No, 128. And again, let's start printing. Okay, so the third test is ready. You can check. Again, let's give it a try. We will see if I'm right. perfect, really perfect. I really like that one. It's really hard to say what is the problem in this place, because I raised it a bit. Maybe it's just still, it's absolutely lovely. It looks, it's so, it's so, yeah, okay. This one, it's great, except for exactly the same floor, but who cares? A floor that small without any leveling system, it's alright. This one is alright, this one is alright, this one is alright. Always makes your notes when you finish with the tile. Never do it like the way I've done it now. It's quite easy to forget what you wanted to write down. Again, it's a bit frustrating, but again, I will tweak it down. And that one. Well, at least it comes off easily. And I would say that it's quite decent. What I like the most in this test is the fact that I can take two tiles and compare them with each other. It's easier this way. It's not like you can check which one of them is thicker or thinner. It's you don't have you can't see it, but then you can check few things, and with time you will learn how they feel, and you will learn how to recognize all the problems. Okay, so we know that we have to move both these, and I would move them both of 1/52, 1/28. So half a notch. Look guys, this is gonna be the last printout. I don't want to make it any longer. I know I'm shorting down, I'm making the printout quick, but I will simply cut it out from this one, because it's pointless for me to show you, to keep showing you again how it's being printed. Okay, so the last printout is finished. I can't even hear scratching. Well, it's a bit, but I would say it's acceptable. This part is still failing a bit, but it's much better than it was at the very beginning. This one as well. Again, the last one, absolutely great. This one, as always, a bit sticky, but better. Got improved a bit. Great. This one, Again, there is a small issue here. It was in this corner, but I would say it's great. No. This one, oh, improved. You see, a small adjustments and they make miracles. And this one, great. It's thin. It's great. Yes, of course. In here we have a small problem, but you know what? I feel in the mood to print out one more, just to prove that they can be all absolutely perfect. So this one was alright because it didn't broke down. But I will still tweak it 1/52, and this one I will tweak also 1/52 of the millimeter. Now this one keeps sticking and I can't remove it properly. I will tweak it as well, but as before, I will tweak it just as little as possible. So 1/28, for example. This should be all right. Fingers crossed that this is gonna be the last one. Speak to you in a moment. Okay, so this is the last one. Number 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is number 5. Let's check. Nothing breaks up. Everything is perfect. Nothing breaks up. Everything is perfect. And it came off pretty nice. Again, the same problem, exactly the same problem. I'm not gonna change it. That one, great. And the last one. Okay, to sum up, it took me a bit more than I suspected. 5 printouts instead of 3, but maybe you're gonna be more lucky than I am. I think that with time it will become like a second nature. You don't have to level your bed so often. You're gonna do that maybe once a month, maybe one every 2 months. But if you don't like bed leveling, simply buy ceramic bed or BLT and that's it. There are loads of videos showing how to put that, and you're gonna avoid this problem. I hope you like my video. I hope you learned something good. Please subscribe, because there's gonna be more coming with more engineering approach than fun approach. See you next time.